Today on Geeked Out, I check out the first of the many science fiction movies coming out in 2013. And we find out just if it's the beginning of something beautiful or the start of something that's gonna suck for the summer. Here we go.
There are people down there. There are things you need to know.
I don't want to know!
You're still an effective team.
We're not an effective team.
They're firing on survivors. Stand down!
This is insubordinate behavior.
What aren't you telling me? Who are you? Help us end this.
You don't have to die. They don't have to die. It's time to come home.
I'm not gonna do that. Earth is my home.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Geeked Out. My name is Steven Merced, and I pretty much got the chance to check out Oblivion, which stars Tom Cruise and Morgan Freeman, and it's the post-apocalyptic end-of-the-world film where Earth has been destroyed, and the overall plot here is that Tom Cruise's character, his name is Jack, and his partner, who is played by a girl that I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher her name. I believe her name is Andrea Riseborough, I believe her name is. She's gorgeous, and her name in the film is called Victoria. They are the cleanup crew, as they call themselves. They are there to pretty much make sure everything on Earth stays intact until they are able to go up to the spaceship, which is holding everybody and building a new colony. I believe he said it was on Saturn or Jupiter or one of those planets where they're rebuilding a colony. And pretty much one day, Tom Cruise's character, who is very curious, stumbles across something where she shouldn't have stumbled across, which if you've seen the trailer, I'm sorry, the trailer does give away too much of this movie, but he comes across this female who he's been having dreams about. He knows who she is and he does not know how. And pretty much once that happens, the story really starts to get really confusing and mysterious, and that's really cool. That's the main thing that I really loved about this film, is the mystery behind it. You don't know what's going on. The best way to enjoy this film to me is to not actually have seen the trailer, or maybe just watch the trailer once or maybe twice, but not really pay attention to the trailer, because I believe the trailer gives away way too much of the story. There's a mystery thing happening here that the trailer actually spoils a lot of it for me, but the film is so intriguingly beautiful. Like, the world is so amazing. Like, the cinematography in this film is absolutely phenomenal. It's actually cinematography done by the guy that won the Academy Award for Life of Pi, which is very understanding because this movie is so beautiful to look at. It's based on the graphic novel by Joseph Kosinski, I believe his name is, and he is also the director, and he has given us films like Tron. He directed Tron pretty much, and he's going to do a sequel. So we all knew that he was visually amazing in that film, and pretty much that's what we get here. We get something that looks amazingly beautiful. It's got a different approach to a sci-fi story that I've actually never seen done before, but you know, I'm not really sure if I have, but if you have, let me know. But one of the things that I really do love is the chemistry between Tom Cruise and the two female leads. There is another female lead. Her name is another name that I'm probably going to butcher. Her name is, I believe, Olga Kurylenko, something like that, along those lines. And she is the girl that Jack has been dreaming about, and he finally sees her, but he's so confused. And she's okay. She's not as great as Victoria, but she gives an okay performance. I don't blame her for her performance, but you know, it's just, she's just there. Nothing really spectacular there. And speaking of just being there, a probably cast, well, not miscast, because you can never miscast this guy, but just misused character is Morgan Freeman's character. He's like the mysterious character that you see in the trailer who is living on Earth, and he's telling Tom Cruise that there's something more than meets the eye. Something else is happening on this planet that he does not know. And the Morgan Freeman character is just, they just put him in it because it's Morgan Freeman, I'm guessing. I mean, anybody else could play this role. I don't really see the point of having Morgan Freeman there. He's amazing, I mean, but for such a small role, he's probably in the movie for about a total of 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, he comes in, he comes out. He's not really in it as much as I would have loved to. I mean, I would have loved to have seen his story more, or just completely eliminate his story. You either need to give us who they are that whole group of people, or not at all. I mean, I feel that the film could have been something very, very amazing, and it falls sort of flat in parts because it does get a bit draggy. I mean, towards the final third of the film, it drags in parts and has a really overall satisfying ending to me. Not all the answers are answered. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have been answered better, but they're not. There's a lot of intriguing things that they could have gotten into more depth, but they did not. So it's kind of like a miscue on them. But, you know, the film has a great, strong first 2/3, and then the last third of the film is just not as strong, and it kind of falls flat in points and drags on. The film is a bit too long. I feel that they needed to cut it by at least 20 to 30 minutes. If they would have done that, then the film would have been almost perfect, except for, you know, a few elements here and there that could have had better writing. Overall, you get pretty much great performances, great special effects, great visually stunning environments, a pretty original story in parts and not so original in others. But overall, you just have these really, really dull moments that could have been left on the cutting room floor. They just left you flat. They didn't seem necessary. And Morgan Freeman being misused. How do you misuse Morgan Freeman? I don't understand how you do that. But they did. And, I mean, it's not a bad film. It's a really good film, actually. But just left me wanting something better. And with all the sci-fi that's coming out, like, I'm hoping that the other ones leave me more satisfied walking out of the theater, but Oblivion is still a really good time, and I'm going to give it a geeked out score of 3 out of 5 because it's a fun time. You'll have fun in the movie, except towards the ending it just drags a bit. But other than that, you will have a fun time at the movie theaters, and I recommend that you guys go check it out. So let me know what you guys thought of Oblivion. If you guys did check it out, if you saw it, make sure to comment below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and just make sure you let me know which of the other sci-fi movies that are coming out this year you're actually looking forward to. After seeing the Elysium trailer and loving District 9, I'm very, very excited to see that. So let me know if you guys are excited about that. Pacific Rim, After Earth, Star Trek. There's so many sci-fi movies coming out this summer. Let me know which one you guys actually enjoy the most. And as always, guys, make sure to geek out about anything, no matter what it's about. See you guys later.